Once upon a time, there was a young man who lived far away in a city called San Francisco in the United States. He worked in a hotel, but he wasn't very happy. He was a civil engineering trainee and had to spend all day going from room to room, checking the hotel doors. It seemed boring, repetitive, and dull. He felt that despite spending many hours at work, he wasn't creating anything new, anything that was his alone. And that made him feel strange, as if he was only helping others but not doing anything for himself. This young man, who enjoyed learning and knew he could do more, began to realize something important. The problem wasn't the work itself, but the fact that he was always consuming information of all kinds. He spent all his time watching videos and reading books, always looking for something that would help him discover what he really wanted to do. But deep down, he knew there was no point in just consuming. He needed to create. He wanted to use all that knowledge to make something new and special. He thought about what to do, and then he had an idea. He decided that he would stop consuming so much information for a while and start creating. He decided to stop watching videos and reading self-help books because he felt it was time to put his ideas into practice. He was ready to create, and more importantly, to make his own mark on the world. When he made this decision, he began to realize that in order to create something new, he needed to be a channel for the universe or for God. In other words, he needed to take everything he had learned and turn it into something unique, something all his own. He knew that this process would take courage and effort, but he was ready. This young man wanted to do something incredible, something that would leave a mark on the world. And that decision to start creating instead of consuming would change his life forever. So if you identify with this story, I want to tell you that it's you and me. I want to encourage you to leave your mark on the world. Start creating today. Reduce consumption, and let's together pass this knowledge on, like this video, so we can transform more. If you're wondering what to create, the first tip I can give you is, look at what you've been consuming. Think about everything you've been watching, reading, or listening to recently. What is entering your mind? What have you been absorbing in your daily life? The great thing is that by observing what appeals to you, you can take that information, digest it, and use it as a basis for creating your own brand. What's interesting, to you can be the starting point for creating something unique and authentic. Once you understand what you're consuming, the next step is to create some kind of commitment. When I started posting on Instagram back in August 2022, months after deciding that I would no longer just consume content, I found myself in an interesting situation. By creating a commitment with my audience, I felt obliged to continue because there were people following me. This creates what we call accountability, i.e., a commitment to someone or something that will charge you to keep going. This makes the process easier, and for people like me who have a tendency to procrastinate, having this daily follow-up makes all the difference. The third tip is to assume your new identity as a creator. It can be difficult at first because you're still testing what works for you, but it's essential to communicate this new identity to the people around you. Talk about it with your friends and family. It can be awkward at first, even a little uncomfortable, but this is how you start to solidify your new stance. For example, when I started talking about neuroscience, my friends couldn't take it anymore. But it was part of my journey to find my identity as a creator. No matter what you want to create, be it art, music, videos, or anything else, the important thing is to communicate it to the world. And finally, I want to share a powerful message from the verse in Ephesians 2:10, which says that we were created for good works, and these good works are part of our purpose. I believe you're watching this video right now for a reason. You have internet, you're healthy, and this message has reached you somehow. This is not by chance. You have an important role here in the present moment, and you can be an instrument for something greater. When we understand that we are part of something bigger, we move out of a state of ego and start to focus on what we can give to others. And this allows us to expand our consciousness and see how we can be more aware of our purpose and our gifts. When you realize this, you begin to see that your purpose goes beyond a specific profession or activity. It's much more than a title or what you do on a daily basis. I always recommend watching the Disney film Soul, where the character thought his purpose was to be a pianist, but throughout the story, he realizes that his true purpose lies in something much deeper. So think about it. What is your gift to the world? What are you going to give to people? When you dedicate yourself to this mission, something incredible happens. You start to connect with your real purpose, and this connection transforms the way you see the world around you. The path to finding harmony and peace doesn't have to be a journey full of suffering, even if it is challenging and requires sacrifices. The key here is not to see this challenge as suffering in itself. Instead, it can be an opportunity for growth if you learn to accept yourself in the present moment. This is what we call mindfulness. Being aware of the now, accepting what is happening in your life without resistance, and the most powerful emotion that can transform all this is love. Love has the power to heal even the most negative feelings, such as anger, and helps us to move on. It's important to understand that it's not the work or the task itself that defines who we are, but what we leave as a legacy. As in the case of the videos you watch on YouTube, they are available to the world even. Here are 10 ideas to help you get started on this journey in an efficient and creative way. 1. Start small. Don't try to take on the world all at once. Take small, consistent steps. This has a huge cumulative effect over time. 2. Create consistency. Set a daily commitment, like posting something every day. This helps maintain motivation and create accountability. 3. Practice mindfulness. Embrace the present moment and focus on the now. This will reduce anxiety and increase your ability to create with clarity. Find your passion. Look at what you consume. What inspires you? What themes or activities move you? Use this as a foundation for your creation. 5. Develop your creator identity. Start seeing yourself as a creator, whatever that may be. This helps shape your focus and direction. 6. Learn from others. Don't be afraid to learn from those who are already creating. Watch what they do, get inspired, but never copy. Create something unique. 7. Challenge yourself. Engage in creative challenges. Increase your level of commitment to yourself. This will help keep your journey more fun and focused. A. Share your results. Show off what you're creating. Not only will this generate positive feedback, but it will also keep you accountable for your progress. 9. Adopt a growth mindset. Understand that failures are part of the process. Learn from them and use them to grow rather than to discourage yourself. 10. Remember that what you create can last far beyond your present time. Think about the impact you want to leave on the world and how you want to be remembered. These ideas are like building blocks to build a solid foundation for your creative journey. The most important thing is to get started and keep going, even when things seem difficult. Change is within your reach. You just have to take the first step.